I unboxed my new Microsoft Surface Laptop 4 a few days ago, and since then I've had a chance to configure it, install some software and get used to using it for a little while. So here's a few initial thoughts. Inside it has the Intel 11th generation Core i7 processor, 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 1 terabyte solid state drive. The port situation is a little scant. All you get is a USB-A, a USB-C and a headphone port, and on the other side Microsoft's own proprietary magnetic charging port. So anyone used to using card readers, Ethernet or HDMI is going to be out of luck unless they acquire a dongle, adapters or some kind of hub to plug those devices in. This one has the 15-inch screen. It's a touch screen, over 300 nits of brightness, lovely and bright, colourful and good resolution. It's quite glossy, but as long as you don't have a strong light source behind you, there really isn't a problem with reflections. The native screen resolution is 2496 by 1664. I have it set to a font size of 175%, which is a little higher than the 150 as standard, but that helps with the older eyes. It's preloaded with Windows 10, and although the build version has a couple of slight differences from previous versions of Windows 10 that I'm familiar with, it's still not hard to find things in the system's settings. I've gone for the black aluminium chassis, and there's zero flex in the keyboard, which is great to type on. There are 3 levels of backlit brightness, and the touchpad, I'm not sure if it's glass, but it feels ultra smooth and lovely to use. Boot speed is quick, as you'd expect with this level of spec, and it shuts down very quickly too. There we are. In operation, it's silent. I hear no noise, but apparently there is one fan in there somewhere below the power button, but I've not heard it. Microsoft have released it with no bloatware. There is a version of Office 365, the trial one, which I had to delete before I could get my older copy of Office to install. When I did that, the installation ran smoothly. I can't say the same for Elements. I'm using version 6, which I know is old. After trying numerous different methods and tactics, many as recommended by Adobe, I could get it to install, but it will not launch. So I'm going to have to look for something else for organising and possibly for a bit of editing. Technically, it can be upgraded. You can put a larger solid-state drive in, but Microsoft caution against that. You need a certain set of Torx screwdrivers and enough know-how. So I've tried to go for the spec which will pretty much future-proof the device for me, considering I do a fair bit of video editing, image editing, and working with large music files. Sound is great. You can't expect hi-fi quality from something this small, but the sound quality really is very good. The speakers are up-firing through the keyboard and are quite loud, perfectly loud enough for my purposes. There is a free upgrade available to Windows 11, but at the moment I'm not going for that. I'll stick with the operating system I know. What I've seen so far of Windows 11 makes it look like a backward step. There seems to be so many steps you have to take before you can achieve what you could do more simply before. And I don't like the new start window. I much prefer the old traditional start menu, so that's what I'm going to stick with. So first impressions are very good. It's a lovely laptop, runs smooth and fast, and it's nice to look at. Finally, anyone interested in the difference between this and the one that I bought it to replace, a 17-inch Dell Alienware. It's now about 4 years old. It was slim when I bought it. Look at it now. Anyway, I'm going to sit down and watch the snooker.